I love eating too. And I think food is something to be enjoyed, something to take pleasure from. Seeing as we do it every single day, I think we need to glean pleasure from it. And the reason I bring up this, no surprise to you probably, that I love my food, is because it forms one of the 4 key areas that we coach on our MPRS system. The bigger picture, we want to help transform as many people's lives here in York so that our city can become the fittest, healthiest and happiest city in the north. Micro, how we do that is by helping each individual with our system that we've honed over the years, and we've honed it down to basically 4 things that you just need to master, 4 things that we show you how to master, and those are move better, nourish the body, strengthen the body, and work on your mindset. Okay, they're the 4 key areas, the 4 key attributes that contribute to your long-term health and fitness and happiness. Okay, so the reason I talk about I love food is because I want you to see food as something that you get pleasure from, seeing as you do it at least 3 times a day, hopefully. Okay, you eat breakfast, lunch and dinner 3 times a day. That's 21 meals a week, plus all of the other stuff that you're eating and drinking, and we get pleasure from it. We can get pleasure from it. What I don't want when we coach you is for you to think about food and drink as something that is like a reward. You're not a dog. You're not rewarding yourself with food. You're nourishing your body. You're learning how to nourish the body with the right kinds of foods, with the right mix of foods. And when I mean right depending on your current lifestyle, depending on your current likes and dislikes. Like, no 2 people are the same in terms of what they like and dislike, in terms of food and drink and what goes in the pie hole. Okay, you have to get pleasure from it while still getting the results that you want. That is the key, right? If I was to draw a Venn diagram, it'd be like, here's all the foods that we love to eat and drink. Here are the results that we want from our food and drink, and where they cross over. Where they cross over is what we want to get you to, okay? It's the point where you still get to enjoy food, but still also get the results that you want. But it does come down to having an honest look at what you are eating and drinking, and asking yourself the question, and being honest with yourself, being truthful, and asking the question, is what I'm eating and drinking serving me? Is the amount of what I'm eating and drinking serving me? Is the quality of what I'm eating and drinking serving me? Because if they're not, then you have a choice. You can continue down that path, but you know what you're going to get in terms of the volume of food, the nutrient density of your food, the timing of your food, the quality of your food. If you continue on that path of where you are now, food and drink wise, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get where you are now. Or you're going to get the trend that you're on now. Whereas if you look at your food and drink and you take an honest look and you can see where you can improve and you make those improvements. We teach you how to make those improvements, simple improvements, but improvements that are going to accumulate over time such that they're going to serve you, such that they're going to help you with the results that you want. I'm not here to dole out any more fads, gimmicks and quick fixes. I'm not going to give you any detoxes. And I hold my hand up and say, you know, I fell for all of the juices and magic potions and stuff like that in the past, and I made the mistake as well. I genuinely made the mistake thinking that if I just drank this one magic thing, then that would help me, or if I just took this one pill, then that would help me. And it's BS, basically, right? Like, over the years, what has worked time and time again for me and for the clients that we help at the York hub of MPRS is to get the right mix of food and drink in your life that works for the whole family, because no one wants to be cooking 3 different meals every night, because, you know, Sam and Phil all have different dietary requirements and you're trying to be good, and so therefore you have to cook 3 different meals and you're in the kitchen for God knows how long every single night. What you want is a way of eating and drinking that you enjoy, that has elements of things that you like, that has levels of fun in it, that has variety in it, that has the stuff that your body needs. Okay, it's got to be that mix. And if you want to eat healthier, you know, at some level, you know whether the majority of what you're eating and drinking is doing you good or not. You don't need anyone to tell you that. But what you do need is the kick up the bum, the initial kick up the bum, to look at your food and drink, your current level, your current operating system of where you are food and drink wise, and to give you the 10,000 foot view. And if you are measuring, if you are tracking your food, then it suddenly becomes black and white as to what you're actually eating and drinking, whereas previously it may have been a little bit mindless and you were kind of kidding yourself as to where your food was. Like, it could have been that you were kidding yourself that, yeah, I eat all right most of the time, everything's homemade, etc., etc., but is it really? And that's where the help of someone else like myself can really help, because we're not in your head. We're not blindsided, okay? We see the whole picture. We see a better picture. We give you perspective. That's what it is. So food is something to be enjoyed. Right now, do you enjoy your food and drink lifestyle? And does it serve you? Or are you enjoying it too much? Because if you're enjoying it too much, it usually leads to the kind of results for your own body, because your body is literally made up of the food that you eat and drink. It's going to lead to a body that is made up of food and drink that you know isn't necessarily going to be good for you, isn't necessarily food that you would like to be made up of, right? If I had my way, I would be made up of nothing but noodles, ramen, and roast duck. But I would look a lot different if I was to eat only that stuff, right? If I took too much enjoyment from my food. So food is something to enjoy, and ask yourself the question, are you enjoying it too much? Honestly, are you enjoying it too much? And